Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Libra for March of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck, kind of an overall view of the month. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath. I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So it makes all of you Libras, I suppose, named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I really don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme or an overall view for the month. Now, we have good words this month. We usually do get pretty good words. There's a one down here that kind of bothers me, but we have understanding, commitment, surrender. Now, if surrender's for our highest and best, it would be worth it, but I got a feeling maybe for some of us that surrender thing isn't going to work for us quite as well because of our first card here. Wisdom and truth. So our card on the bottom of the deck here is the Hierophant, and that's an interesting card because this is like any type of a group that has a traditional factor in it that is in our life. So it could be maybe a religion, a philosophy, a social organization, any type of group that is authoritarian, that has some type of power over us, or that we'd feel a great deal of loyalty to. Usually, a lot of times we think this is really supportive of me, and we would choose to live in accordance with the rules of this group. And basically, the group really does have its own rules, whether it's a philosophy, a religion, or a corporation, whatever it is, that has some type of a hold or an ability on us. Sometimes we want to be the leader of this group. Others of us may be involved with the leader of this group, if we think about it like that, or want to become involved with the leader of the group. But with a group with a lot of rules, we're going to have some, if I step outside of the lines, I'm going to get into some type of a problem or a troubling type of situation, because there's a judgmental quality. If I step outside the rules, it's like being shunned, or I get canned, or things like that, or maybe they don't want me in part of their group anymore. So I'm going to say with that word surrender, some of us, this is working for us. Others of us, we're going to dump this Hierophant right smack on his head because we're not going to play by the rules, basically. So a lot of us, and usually we like peace, harmony, romance, all that kind of stuff. But I'm feeling that because if we have made a total commitment to whatever this group is on our life, and we feel that maybe the rules are being taken too far, we might have a bad feeling and an unwillingness to surrender, basically, to whatever it is that they would choose or want for us. Now, our next card here is the Knight of Swords, and we are Swords energy. So we're showing up in our own reading for some of us. Others of us, this is going to be basically maybe someone outside of us. It can represent a person that is being overly aggressive for some reason, who lives in an attack mode. And that's not a comfortable feeling. Or it can mean we are aggressively, that might be why we turn that Hierophant right on his head. We are aggressively pursuing a lifestyle that allows us to kind of live out our own philosophical ideas. And that would be more in line with what we Libras are like. We want to live by our own rules, and we like everybody to play nice. And this Knight of Swords energy is not as mature as the King. The King goes to war. They can go to war, but they do not do it unless they are forced. The Knight of Swords just goes to war just cause. So that aggressive type of action, the Knight of Swords is a messenger. He brings sometimes messages of bad news. It may be somebody slightly younger than us, but it wouldn't be someone who's older like the King, or an older acting type personality like the King. It could be someone that's very close to us, you know. It could bring bad news that relates to us personally, or like I said, someone who's very close to us that we care about. Some type of a conflict is at hand, and maybe because we flip that Hierophant on his head. This is not a physical conflict, but a mental conflict, because air energy is in the mental realm. That's what it dominates. There could be really violent differences of opinions, like it's going to be my way or the highway type energy, you know, going on all around us. Angry messages being sent and received. If it's not a person, we may be so focused on our own intellectual pursuits that we're neglecting every other thing in our life. So we're being too, or we could be being too forceful when we're expressing some type of an opinion. And normally we don't do that, but I think this month, mostly we're our word here, our word understanding, but it feels like this month it's kind of, there's a little bit of a tougher energy in there. I want to almost say pick and choose my battles, and maybe use my intuition on what battle is really worth me committing, like our word down here, to stating my truth. Like maybe in a political way, or a way that I'm using my discretion, which we Libras have. We have a lot of discretion, but in a way that I'm speaking it plainly, where it is unmistakable, but I'm doing it in a diplomatic manner. So that could take a little of that aggressive energetics out of it for those of us that are coming into this type of conflict thing, maybe with someone else, or maybe just because we're going to have it our way for once. And that's what I would have to say with we Libras, for once. Normally we're always, okay, that's all right. What do you want to do? We don't really just like draw the line. We want everyone to be happy. I got a feeling this month, a lot of us are going to draw that line, and we're going to do it through our intuition, because now we got the Hanged Man energy, and this is being suspended, totally suspended between the past and the future, and where there's a new direction coming into our life. This guy didn't get hung up there. He put himself up there, kind of to get a different perspective. So it's time in our lives to make a lot of significant changes, looking at things through a different angle, in order to be able and ready to make, you know, new adjustments wherever are necessary, readjustments wherever they are necessary. It's cosmic consciousness calling to us that different perspective. What is my intuition? Enlightenment would be what we would want to pursue right at this time. We need to make a clean break with our past about something. And I'm saying that purposely because we have another card here that's supporting that. We need to make a clean break with our past, readjustment is needed, but there is no hurry. Like, don't rush this. Don't be aggressive with it. Be assertive and honest, straightforward, but not that aggressive type thing. We need to make that break with our past in order to become more spiritually attuned to what it is that we truly want. So take our time, make the right decisions for us, and we are going to have to make a decision. So take our time, make the right decisions for us. Where do we truly want to take our life at this time, and take it for the longer term. Take it for the longer term. So paying attention to our inner development, and being prepared to dance to a different drummer in the future, because we're right there in the middle between the past and the future. And I think a lot of things are changing and altering, and that's for all of us. It's not just for one of us Libras, it's for all of us. Things are altering, not just Libra. It's for all the zodiac signs across the board, and across the board in the world, so to speak. We've had a lot of stuff going on, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts to getting out of it. We're going to have to go, and things change. Go along with the flow, and things change every single minute right now, or day by day, if you want to think about it like that. Our next card here is the Moon card, and I think it's just us being made aware of the inner side of our lives, that the side that the moon illuminates the darkness and the sun brings the light. So we're being made aware of the non-conscious side of life, allowing it to shine on whatever's going on right now in our spiritual world. Illuminate what springs naturally up from inside of us, and seeing our inner nature more clearly, becoming more aware of our insight, of our intuition at this time, kind of like the Hangman, getting that different perspective, becoming aware of it. We're more in tune accurately with the spiritual vibrations of others too, because of this coming up and around us. So connected to the information of the invisible world that the moon lights. Now, the moon can reveal secrets also. So if there's something that's being hidden from us in some way, we can use our inner perception, our intuition, for finding out what's being hidden to us. My husband always says a simple prayer: there is nothing that is covered that shall not be revealed. And think about those words. So whatever it is, when I say those words, that I personally need to make wise decisions, wise choices in my own life, I am going to see them, and they'll be shown to me very, very clearly. Because now we have the Hangman, we have the Moon card in there, so intuition, understanding, like our word down here, wisdom, truth about what it is I really need in my life. Because our next card here is about us making a choice and making a commitment to make that choice. So we got Two of Swords, and that Swords energy is us. It's in that mental realm. This lady here is blindfolded and has the swords crossed across her chest like protection, so it represents some kind of situation where it would appear, now note that word, it would appear to us as if it is impossible to move forward. But if it appears, we would have to see it, right? And in order to see it, we'd have to take off that blindfold, because obviously we're not seeing nada with this blindfold on us here. So it's a period of stasis, being stuck, maintaining a situation in some type of a state of balance by ignoring the underlying tension that exists in this particular situation. It's an uncomfortable position to be in. It's like straddling the fence, and we humans aren't made to straddle the fence, because you know what happens when you do. But this person is not ready to make or do anything about it. So there's a need to speak up, and that's the why I read that Hierophant backwards for us too. And we have the word truth here. So there's a need to speak up, to communicate about the circumstances involved. To me, the easiest example of this is a couple that doesn't get along at all. And they put up this perfect front to everybody else, and everyone thinks, thinks everything's okay, but there's a determination around them to pretend that things are fine, that they're right. And psychologically, this is denial. That's what the card actually means, denial. So change has to take place, or the tension that we're under is going to become unbearable to us. So choice is available. All we do is take off the blindfold, look the situation squarely in the eye, and make these changes, choices that we really need to make. And don't deny that they're there in front of us, like the rose-colored glasses, little theme of rose-colored glasses, getting that basic understanding in us, maybe, of this situation is no longer perhaps suitable for me. It may have been in the past, but perhaps everything's changing. Like I said, whoa, I'm throwing our angel cards everywhere. Everything is changing, and we need to have answers. And it feels like perhaps we don't have what we need. So I'm thinking using that intuition, getting that different perspective, seeing things in a different manner, so that we can move forward and commit ourselves to the decisions that we are making, and making those wise decisions that feel right, feel truthful, and feel honest within us, just like our words down here. And we need the guidance, and we need the illumination this month in order to be able to do it. Our angel card is ask. You put yourself in that state. Nobody put us there, so I guess we need to ask for the clarity that we require. It says, ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. You can't make angel cards up. That's fell over off the side of the deck, and I thought, that's our card, and it was. That's funny. Really, seriously, with the Hangman and the Moon in there, you might really want to ask for that illumination. Show me what I need to know to make wise decisions and choices in my own life that are going to guide me appropriately. Not the other person, but me. What is it I need? We're so unselfish for the most part. I think this month it's not selfishness, it's self-preservation. It says this card serves as a reminder to ask your angels for help more often. The angels can help you with any and all areas of your life, including bringing you ideas, courage, faith, confidence, and clarity. They can also help with material needs such as money, time, health, and vitality. Ask for whatever you need instead of complaining. Ask for help. Ask the people in your life to help you. Delegate, hire others to assist you. Request help even from your angels for everything, no matter how small or how large. We forget, we always think miracles are big miracles, or they just little tiny miracles, but all miracles are the same to the universe. There's no big, there's no small. We're all deserving. So kind of a people or human concept, not a spiritual concept. Well, Libra, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell y'all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. Anybody wants to know more about me, just go neb about me, or if you need an appointment, all the information's down below the screen in the About section over at the website. And over at the website are 2 short videos. One explains a prayer class, the other the sutra classes. Prayer class explains to you how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do, and the sutras are simple thought forms put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. So the videos are over at the website, and to everybody I've met through 5 whole years of doing YouTubes now, and to everybody I've met through 33 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully, I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.